Hello, hello, hello. This is G. Are you ready? We're continuing on with our Aquarius series. I want to make something clear. I want to clarify up something in the beginning here before I go further. When we talk about a sign, any sign, okay? You are more than your birthday sign. Your birthday sign, let's say I'll take my housemate for example, one of my housemates. Birth date August 27th. August 27th. That makes her a Virgo. That is her sun sign. That's her sun sign. Yeah. And that's all it tells us is that where the sun was located on the date of her birth. That's all it tells us. It doesn't tell us her chart. It doesn't give us a chart. So for a chart, we need that birthday, right? That date, August 27th. So birth month, birthday. And then we also need the birth year. Okay. We need the birth year attached to it. And then we also need a birth location. Where were you when you were born? Some were born at home, some were born in a hospital, some mom was still in the car, right? So where approximately were you born? Like what city were you born in? Yeah. Were you born in a hospital in that particular city? Give me the name of the hospital, right? I don't need the room number, but the name of the hospital would be good, right? So we need birth time, birth date, birth city, and birth state to get your astrology chart in order for me to see your chart. Because when I see your chart, I see you. You follow? So I can't answer questions, right? I mean, I get messages. I definitely do I get my information. But the way I work, I like to see the chart to validate what I've heard because I hear a lot of stuff from a whole lot of different locations, a whole lot of different places. But I only want it from the highest and the best. And what can be better and higher than from the planets themselves that Creator created, right? So that's how that works. Now, I said all of that to say we all have Aquarius energy in our life. We all have Aquarius energy somewhere in our chart. So even if you are not an Aquarius birthday, if you don't have your chart, you could be an Aquarius. You could have a Mercury in Aquarius. You could have your moon in Aquarius. You could have your Venus in Aquarius. You could have your Mars in Aquarius or your Saturn. And even if you don't have any planets in Aquarius, you have an area of your chart because there's 12 areas in your chart, but you have an area in your chart that has 30 degrees of Aquarius in it because everybody's chart has 30 degrees of every sign. And so finding out at least what house number that's in can tell you so much about your life and will tell you about all the 30 degrees of Aquarius with this Aquarius series. All right. So I'm going to do this for all the signs, but I'm being strongly urged. I'm being strongly directed and guided to begin at 0 degrees of Aquarius because this is the age of Aquarius. So here on this video, this is number 2. This is 2 degrees of Aquarius. I already had a video out for the 0 degrees and then the 1 degrees. And now this is 2 degrees. I will link the first 2 below that you've missed if you haven't seen them. They're not real long. And I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes. So they're easy to digest, they're small, they're just little bites. And they are to think about. Aquarius is about stuff that has not been invented yet. It's going to be different. It's supposed to be different. It's supposed to be unique. It's supposed to be disruptive and inventive. Okay. So don't expect it to be like the same old, same old. It should challenge your thought. It should challenge the way you think. It should also open up a new avenue in your brain somewhere because Aquarius energy is the nerves in our body. So we are literally burning out and creating new neural pathways in our brain. Okay. That's the age of Aquarius, right? This is that rocket scientist energy. We all have this somewhere. We all have it somewhere. All right. 2 degrees of Aquarius. Okay. An unexpected thunderstorm. I said unexpected, or I said surprise. Yes, an unexpected thunderstorm. The keynote is the need to develop the inner security which will enable us to meet unexpected crises. I'll read that again. The keynote is for 2 degrees of Aquarius, the need to develop the inner security which will enable us to meet unexpected crises. An interesting connection can be made between the symbols for Taurus at 1 degree and 2 degrees. Oh, this is fascinating as hell to me. Oh my God. Oh wow, this is extremely, extremely. I've never read this before, and this is kind of mind blowing. I'm sorry, you're watching me in the moment of discovery. So let's do this together for real. Because Taurus at these degrees is significant for me, and for a lot of people, absolutely. So let's start that again. An interesting connection can be made between the symbols for Taurus at 1 degrees and 2 degrees. Slash, he gives the definitions, a clear mountain stream, degree number 1, and number 2, which is an electrical storm. And for those Aquariuses, or for anybody who has Aquarian energy with 1 degrees and 2 degrees, there's an interesting connection. 270 degrees apart. They're 270 degrees apart. Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac. Aquarius is the, oh, that's fascinating. Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac, and Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. I don't need to change my fingers. Did you see that? Like Taurus is the second sign, and Aquarius is the 11th sign. Interesting. Never thought about it like that before. Wow. So 270 degrees apart, a waning square in terms of a cycle of relationships, such as the lunation cycle. He's talking about the lunar cycle, the moon, something natural. In the first case, we deal with energies or activities that can be related to the natural development of an individual. This would be the Taurus at 1 or 2, right? But here, we are primarily concerned with social and the collective process and the function of the individual within the collective. The symbol itself, an unexpected thunderstorm, could be given a very positive meaning in an arid environment, but the emphasis on unexpected tends to accent the sudden and dangerous character of the event. Such a thunderstorm in a region of dry hills can cause a devastating flood. And at any rate, it refers to an event for which one is not prepared. A menace to men's works. Okay. So there's quite a few extra thoughts he has here. This scene stresses the fact that nature may reduce to impermanence the seemingly most permanent endeavors and constructive activities of men. Under a downpour of rain, adobe bricks can return to mud. All human institutions and their achievements can be washed away, even in their day of great glory. And in quotations, dust you were, dust you must become. This is nature's challenge. Okay, so this was definitely a shocking, startling, kind of a challenging one. It definitely speaks to expect the unexpected, the Aquarian energy, and at those 1 and 2 degrees. I'm right there with you. For those who have things at these degrees, let me know in the comments below. Do you have a house cusp line? Do you have any planet at 1 or 2 degrees, whether it's in Taurus or Aquarius, because there's a direct correlation. So this was fascinating. And I would definitely rewatch this again. I am definitely going to reread this again and then rewatch it also, because it almost speaks to an absolute disruption, and there will definitely be stress and tension. Absolutely. So finding out what those planets are, we know Pluto is one of them, because Pluto will be here, folks. Not in 2023, but Pluto will be here in 2024. Okay, in 2024. So now let me find that out exactly when that's happening, so that we can have a glimpse at that. Although, let's see how long I've been doing this reading. Nope, we're at 10 minutes. Well, yeah, we'll do it. What the hell? I'm always saying I'm not going to do it, and then I do it. And yeah, I just feel like I don't want to go too long, but this is important. And if you're looking at a video for the degrees, then you're surely going to be interested in seeing the time and the dates on this. So we're going forward in time. I got to speed it up a little bit. So we're in June. Let me go to 2024 for you guys real quick. I know you can see this chart. Now we're on December of 2024. Capricorn, Pluto's in Capricorn at 2846 here. Let me make a change on the display so you can see that. If that helps, I don't know. And we just want to know. Yeah, so we know that Pluto enters back into the Aquarian energy. Pluto's going there, I believe it's in January of 2024. Yeah, it's January of 2024. Pluto is back in Aquarius energy. And now we're going to jump ahead a little bit because we want to see when does it get to that 1 degree. Actually, the 2 degrees, right? Here it's at 146. This is in March. This is almost a year away from now. March 25th, 2024. Pluto's at 146. And the degrees and the minutes really matter with Pluto. It's really the minutes you pay attention to, which is that second number. Okay, it's that second number. So we get Pluto at 2 degrees. I'm actually going to go back a little bit further. I'm going to go to 155. So this is April 4th of 2024, a year from now, April 4th, 2024. We have Pluto at 1 degrees and 55 minutes, and it keeps going forward. All right. So go back to the beginning of the video, listen to it again, especially if you have something at those degrees. If you don't have your chart, get your digits to me. I will help you out in any way I can. This is your knowledge. This is having the knowledge is your power. Having the knowledge of your own chart is putting your life into your hands. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Below the video, I'll have all the degrees for those of you who like to pay attention to the degrees in your chart. Again, if you don't know and you want to know, just comment below.